developments tonight in the wrongfully deported case of a Maryland father, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, currently imprisoned in El Salvador. Now federal judges and even the Supreme Court have ordered his return, but the Trump administration says Abrego Garcia will never be brought back to the U.S.
Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen was in El Salvador and managed to meet Abrego Garcia yesterday at a hotel. But El Salvador's president insists Abrego Garcia will remain in prison. DC News Now's Max Marcilla has been following the story for us and joins us now live at Dulles Airport.
And Max, Senator Van Hollen was told several times that he would not be meeting Abrego Garcia. So what changed here?
Well, Chris and Susan, the senator believes the change was pressure both from here in the United States and in El Salvador. So he got a chance, after all, to meet with Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the first person to do so since he was detained last month. And we learned from the senator just what these last few weeks have been like for Abrego Garcia. Senator Chris Van Hollen greeting Kilmar Abrego Garcia's wife Jennifer with a hug, having just met with her husband a day earlier in El Salvador.
This case is not just about one man. It's about protecting the constitutional rights of everybody who resides in the United States of America.
After ICE officials detained him in Prince George's County last month, Abrego Garcia was sent on a plane to Socote, a notorious prison in El Salvador. The deportation was deemed a mistake by government lawyers because Abrego Garcia had an order barring him from being sent to El Salvador.
He was traumatized by being at CCOT.
9 days ago, he was moved to another prison, one he tells Senator Van Hollen has better conditions, but he's still blocked from the outside world.
His conversation with me was the first communication he'd had with anybody outside a prison since he was abducted.
But even this meeting came with controversy. The senator called Margarita Gate. He says Salvadoran government officials placed these drinks on the table, appearing to be some sort of drink with a salt or sugar rim. The photos released by El Salvador President Nayib Bukele, who says the men were sipping margaritas. Van Hollen says, look at the rims. No sips were taken.
This is a lesson into the lengths that President Bukele will do to deceive people about what's going on.
All of this as the Trump administration shares allegations that Abrego Garcia is a gang member, which his attorneys deny. Van Hollen with this message.
So I say to the president and the Trump administration, if you want to make claims about Mr. Abrego Garcia and MS-13, you should present them in the court, not over social media.
Senator Van Hollen says Abrego Garcia told him he's feeling sad that he is in prison because, in his words, no crimes have been committed. Reporting live at Dulles Airport, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.